This talk is about SAS's ideas for immersive analytics across the reality-virtuality continuum. SAS is the world's leader in analytics software and solutions. SAS has been providing NGA with social media analytics in production for mission-critical use for over 4 years. Immersive analytics is a term recently coined by IEEE, and it concerns this new wave of virtual reality and augmented reality devices and how we can get analytics to be effective on these devices. CAVE is in there too, older approaches with surrounding users with flat screens. On one side, you have virtual reality. The user is completely blocked out, and there's unlimited space for displaying analytical content. By this holiday season, Samsung, HTC, Sony, Oculus, a Facebook company, are all going to have VR products in the market for consumers. Samsung has 1 million Samsung Gear VRs already out there in just a few months. On the other side of the continuum, you have augmented reality. You see through the displays. Users are expected to be able to walk around, do things they normally do in the physical world, while having their view enhanced by analytics. Less space can be used for analytics in that case. In between these two, you have mixed reality, like Microsoft HoloLens and Magic Leap. Here, a large portion of the field of view could be occupied with virtual reality, or they could be used for augmented reality use cases. Across this entire continuum, the question is how do you do analytics effectively? One thing, static data. SAS has been doing static data for a really long time, 40 years. But I got really interested in what dynamic streaming data could do, and especially with our product, SAS Event Stream Processing. SAS Event Stream Processing is capable of analyzing huge volumes of streaming data flowing at very high rates with very low latency. It's possible to analyze millions of events per second with sub-millisecond latencies. With ESP, you create streaming analytics with these models that plug in to fit your needs. You can do that through a GUI or do it through a programming language. We have a customer that uses ESP to monitor oil well fields with over 2.1 million sensors generating 3 trillion rows of data per minute. Another customer uses ESP to analyze over 60 centers for each truck in a fleet to predict the likelihood of specific failures within 30 days with 90% accuracy. A financial customer uses ESP for online fraud detection, where our customers was able to move to intraday reporting and access 10 times the volume of data on a given day. A marketing customer analyzes streaming call data records at a rate of over 20,000 requests per second in order to make the right offer at the right time with the right channel. I invite you to think about these kind of use cases that I've just mentioned from our current customers. Think about how those could apply to your problems. Where my interest came with immersive analytics and streaming analytics is how could we bring these streams to light? All of these usages are kind of invisible. They're behind the scenes. What does it mean to visualize streams? And certainly one way to go about it is to take traditional data visualizations, our old friends dating back to the 1700s, and animate them. That's what a stock ticker does. Stock tickers provide value. This approach provides value. But has the last chapter in data perception been written? When you watch a movie on a digital device, you are looking at data. High throughput digital data. This leads to the concept of data reality. All of the reality is data-driven. Instead of the traditional metaphors of bars and pie slices, you need to use reality metaphors. Mountains, trees, forests, waves, clouds, stars. Less radical are augmented reality and augmented virtual reality with immersive analytics. These can be used to see IoT. And when I say see IoT, I don't mean looking at charts of what IoT devices reported last week or last month. I'm talking about seeing IoT in real time in its natural setting. IoT sits at the intersection of the physical world and the cyber world. you could use augmented reality, mixed reality, and virtual reality separately or together. And when they come together in a team collaborative setting, then you can get powerful situational awareness. With AR, obviously, you see the IoT that's right in front of you. With VR, you can see the IoT that's at a site halfway around the world. And you can easily switch between views of different sites, all while understanding the IoT in natural setting. Consider cyber attack via IoT. Unlike when you're attacking a bank account, then these cyber attacks via IoT have a physical impact. Autonomous cars all brake or accelerate at the same time along the same stretch of road that they commonly are on at that time. Ventilation systems and security systems compromised to enhance the effects of a bio or chemical attack. In these scenarios, first responders benefit from seeing the IoT on the ground, while remote analysts can work in conjunction to neutralize the cyber side of the threat, while also predicting further impacts on the ground. The augmented reality could be cutting-edge devices, Microsoft HoloLens, Magic Leap, due out later in the market, or older approaches with smartphones and tablets can work as well. The immersive analytic experience for VR can work on these headsets, like this one. This is $100 plus a smartphone. Or can work with flat screens as well. Immersive analytics is not just about taking the physical world and virtualizing it as you see in video games. It's not just about taking static data, putting on new technology, which we've done over and over again. It's not about these visualizations that provide a lot of value, but go back to paper traditions of the 1700s. SAS's patent-pending approach starts with SAS ESP and plugs in models that fit your needs. And we do it in a way with a right-to-light approach so that we can scale and serve a diverse population of devices. If you're interested in immersive analytics, please stop by the SAS booth to learn more.